I was deployed to Afghanistan in 2008, and got there as a team leader for the EOD flight up RC East, and I was deployed to Reno, Forward Operating Base, and I was to pick up the Route Clearance Patrol team that was in that AO, and my job was to work with the Army and to roll outside the wire and support route clearance missions. So we would recover evidence like pressure plates, batteries, and put signatures together of the IEDs that were in place. Emotionally, I was on basically a euphoric high the whole time because I've been training for years to do my job, and I get over there and I'm in the thick of it. I'm in the heart of bad guy country. I spent 40 of my first 60 nights outside the wire in a security circle, so with basically all the Army vehicles, and including ours that had heavy weapons on top, and put all the soft vehicles, the ones that were unsecured, in the middle, and we just stood guard at night and slept outside the vehicle and get up in the morning before first light and start rolling again at 5 miles an hour. And we did this day in, day out. The first IED was like, oh my gosh, this is an IED. The 4 vehicles ahead of me had missed this IED, and because our vehicle is a slightly larger wheelbase, we just hit the edge of the pressure plate, and that was my first time getting blown up. The second time we were hit by an IED, we had just come out of a wadi, and that's usually a pretty dangerous place. All of a sudden, boom, IED detonates. I remember flying up. I had my seatbelt on. That area you were always tightened up in your seatbelt. Somehow the seatbelt didn't retract, didn't lock. So I hit the roof of the vehicle, but I came down, and I remember, oh God, that hurt, saying it out loud, and I was out. A team member says I was out about 30 seconds, but I have no real memory of the next 10 minutes. So on our way back through, 4 days later, we're riding in the Buffalo. We're just about get out of the area that had been hot and heavy, and had probably found 6 or 7 IEDs in those 4 days. And just as we're getting out of the hot zone, riding the Buffalo, boom! It's just like, man, this is not a good week. I've been there only 3 weeks at this point. I did my full tour at 186 days. I got a short tour and came home in January of '09. But it was good to be home, see the wife and my son, who at the time was like just starting to talk and was like, "Daddy," and I was like, "This is awesome." Right after I got home, my wife had we got pregnant, and we had a girl in October, and just the light of my life, and it's unfortunately now I don't remember it, and that's saddening. I still look at pictures from that day or that time frame, and I cry every time because I don't remember it. I see the pictures of me in them. I should have some memory, I don't. I started getting really bad depression, I think, from chronic pain. It set in to a point where I would wake up in the morning, and thoughts actually went through my mind. Should I, be easier to eat again this morning? And every day I had to deal with that. Every day the only thing that probably saved me was looking over at my wife and my 2 children now. And people started noticing from my unit, and my wife had called some of the guys that are my brothers at the EOD flight, and they came and did an intervention, and thank God for that. So I've been on orders now for medical for close to 7 months now. This weekend has definitely brought an awareness of programs that are available and the counseling that's available. And my wife's been outstanding. She's been by my side and supported me 150%. And but it's getting old for her, and a lot of things that happened to me over there have changed me. My things, that way I act and the way I behave are not the person she married, and I'm trying to find that person again. And some of the sessions I went to today definitely will help me get me going in the right direction, and to save my marriage. I have hope for my family. I have hope for me, just getting better. I have hope, and that's the first time in a long time I've had hope.